welcome back. It's Jyoti. What's up? My voice is going again. It keeps coming and going. Anyway, I'm going back to Coke Studio, and I know February is almost over, and I don't know if I said this in one of my videos, but it was fake news. I thought the new season is coming in February. It's not. It's not, guys. Obviously, the month is over now, but soon. Soon. So until then, we will continue with our old Coke Studio seasons ka, revisit sessions. This one is Coke Studio 8. It's been highly requested from a long time. I think I've heard this before in the past, and I haven't played this a lot on radio. So it's a long song, and it didn't like fit into the format of the songs we were allowed to play. So I didn't listen to it a lot. So it'll be a good way for me to revisit and then talk about it here on the channel. It's Kadi Aao ni Mai Dhai and Atif Aslam. And yeah, let's just get into it. There's nothing really written here, but I know that this is Rajasthani music and has all those flavors. And yeah, let's see what's happening. Chalo, 1, 2, 3, play.
कदी आओ निराशिला मारे देश जो तारी बात घणे कदी आओ निराशिला मारे देश जो तारी बात घणे कदी आओ निराशिला मारे देश जो तारी बात घणे कदी आओ निराशिला मारे देश जो तारी बात घणे
जाना है मारो जाना है मारो जाना पिया के देश ना रोकना मोहे ना टोकना मरी जान चली पिया के देश बीते ज़माने किसी बहाने उसे याद करूं है जो यादें बिखरी मोरे आंगना कभी तू भी याद करे वहां जाने के बाद सारी उम्र कभी तू भी याद करे बिखरी मोरे अंगना कभी तू भी याद करे वहाँ जाने के बाद सारी उम्र कभी तू भी याद करे
अरे गाजो रे पिए गजर पतीर भागी पिए भोपाल गाजो रे पिए गजपतिर भागी पिए भोपाल अमलिया रोगे छत्रपति दारूड़ो पिए दाताल अमलिया रोगे रे छत्रपति दारूड़ो पिए दाताल
कदी आओ निराशीला मारे देश जो आ तारी बात करे कदी आओ निराशीला मारे देश जो आ तारी बात करे ਜਦੋਂ ਬਦਲ ਗਰਜੇ ਸਾਰਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਲੱਖਾਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਵੇਖਣ ਹੰਝੂ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਦੀ ਆ ਮਯਾਵੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਛੋੜੇ ਸੁਣ ਜਗ ਵੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬੁਲਾਵੇ ਕਦੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਆਉਣਾ ਕਦਨ ਨਾ ਪਾਵੇ ਕਦੀ ਆ ਮਯਾਵੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਵੇੜੇ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਣੇ ਨੇ ਵੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵਿਛੋੜੇ ਬੀਤੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ कई बहाने उसे याद करूं
कदे आओ निराशीला मारे देश जो आ तारी बात घड़ी कदे आओ निराशीला मारे देश जो आ तारी बात घड़ी
Or she cried. Oh my God. Would not be surprised if she cried after that. Oh my God. So many thoughts. It's just amazing. So her family is from Rajasthan, obviously, right? Probably moved during the partition, and I don't know much about her, but what a voice and how powerful. How powerful. How old was she in this? Obviously very old, you could tell from, her face, but wow. Just whew. Tell you, Rajasthani folk is like my favorite. In fact, now that I'm in Bombay, the first show that I'm going for in, I think, 4 days from now is a Rajasthani folk concert. Two brothers. I forget the names, but I just saw them and I'm going for that. So anyway, it just like I feel like I was Rajasthani in a previous life because every time I hear something from the land, which is so from the land, from the earth, it just it triggers something in you. So that's what happens. But her voice and just I think ye folk song मैंने सुना है कदी आओ नी, which I think if I'm not mistaken शादी के टाइम पे शादियों में ladies गाती हैं, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on this, but there are so many things I notice about this song, which is of course overall just the amalgamation of her voice and his voice. And the first thing I noticed was how powerful her voice is. And we know how powerful Atif's voice can be, but it was exactly the opposite of what it can be in this song. He was the soothing, balming voice. And hers was the powerful this thing. So that is one. And I was just amazed at the way he was playing in different sections. And obviously that was by design, but the one thought that kept coming in my mind was, where is this Atif today? Where is he gone? Sorry, my voice is cracking again. This is 2015, and now we're in 2024. It's been 9 years. 9 years. And the songs of Atif in recent times are not like this, this rawness and this just like playfulness and this like less processed, more real and raw Atif is what I love. This is the best version of him. And I know he's been doing a lot of songs for different like channels and labels and shows and all of that, but I just feel like that's not his forte. That space is not his like, the true essence of Atif Aslam is not that. He can do all the pop songs and commercial songs and all those I don't know, kind of songs, but this is where he really shines. And I feel like the last time he shone was for me personally in the two Coke Studio songs also he did in the last season. So especially in Go, but yeah, this again, like again, that was in a different music sonic space. This in this kind of space, with the very folk elements, with the very traditional elements, with the sort of play with the old and modern instruments. This kind of sonic scape is where Atif really shines. And like I just like I can't ever get over Tajdar Haram, right? It is one of the best things to ever come out of Coke Studio, all seasons combined. And the way he shone in that, right, with his singing, with the live singing, I don't know if there's anything better. So that was the one thought in my head listening to this, like, where is this Atif? Someone bring this Atif back. It's so raw and it's so natural and it's so amazing. It's like, if not him, then who? He is such a unique artist in his own way. And the things he can do, obviously, nobody else can do in his style, and vice versa. Every artist is unique in their own way. But this is the Atif that needs to really, like, he needs to create more songs like this and more things like this in his lifetime, because he just like shines and it just completely hits at the heart. So that was another thing. And I feel like, back like 9 years ago, this is the legacy of Coke Studio. Even 9 years ago, they were doing this, they were like creating these kind of collaborations where it's like it's like the land has always been the same. The land and the culture of that land has always been the same. It's just some lines were drawn and some maps were changed, but um you know everybody can feel the essence of the culture when you hear something like this. It cuts across on all sides, um across the borders, and it's just it will always sound like it belongs to the land where it was from, and that's what needs to be represented in shows like this and in songs like this. So I think it's just done beautifully, and I'm sure every Rajasthani listening to this would have loved it, and everybody on the other side listening to it would have loved it. It's just it represents all of us. So I love that. I just love it. And um oh, I'm seeing some comments here where they're like, for the first time, somebody was overpowering Arthur's voice, dominating Arthur. I don't think it was overpowering or dominating, but yes, it was by design. He was supposed to sing his parts. And there are so many lines of his that he sang, that Beete Zamane wala line, and then that other line before that. I mean, in the reaction, you'll see it, like where I just smiled and I was just like, oh, so good. And it's just the soft tonality that he was taking, and in places where he was going high. I think he did that in one section. And then in the middle of his four lines, on the last line, how he suddenly went really low and deep. Like that kind of play and that kind of like it just added so much flavor to the song. And every time she came in, ooh, goosebumps, absolute goosebumps. I just cannot get over. This is what I mean. Like, when we call ourselves like music enthusiasts and just connoisseurs of music, we uh think that हमारा काम हो गया, हमारी ड्यूटी हो गई अगर सब पॉप स्टार्स को हमने सुन लिया, और सब जो भी लेबल्स और जो भी चैनल्स और जो भी वो लोग हमारे shoving in our faces, if we cover all of them, we listen to all of them, our work is done, we are so amazing, as consumers. But no, it's people like her and it's artists like her who are all over our countries, and who don't get the kind of spotlight on a daily basis as other musicians get and artists get. There's a whole mechanism behind them, but behind people like her, there isn't those big systems in place. So we have to listen to all of them, and we have to like, um, honor all of them in a way. And that's why, like, the first thing I did when I came to India, now last week, I told my friend, like, um, in London, I'm always going out and trying to, like, I'm just seeking art, right? I'm seeking music. I'm proactively looking for things to attend and new sounds to embrace, and new artists to listen to, new genres to like, um, try and get my ears to, and all of that. And I want to do the same here. So, like I said, the first show that we booked tickets for was a Rajasthani folk concert that's happening in 4 days. My aim is obviously, like, I love attending live events. My aim is to discover as much of the non-commercial music space, okay, artists as I can. And I think that should be something that, I'm not trying to be preachy, but I just feel like we should all try to do that. And I notice that even on my channel, if I'm like reacting to someone's music who is not, like, there are 100 people who ask for one artist ka song reactions, and there'll be like two people who ask for this artist. When I cover the person who's been requested by two people, the other 98 people will not watch only. They are just waiting for their favorite artist ka song reactions. And I'm like, and every time I react to something and they're like, oh, we were waiting for this reaction and you didn't do. I was like, okay, it will come in some days. Why don't you listen to this in the meantime? ये भी artists हैं और ये भी music बना रहे हैं और ये इन्होंने भी अच्छा गाना बनाया है. And I'm actually talking about the Ghana in this reaction today. So why don't you just watch it and explore something new? You can't keep sticking to the same sound and the same voices and the same this thing. Yes, be fans of them, but keep your ears and minds open to everyone, right? So, um, call yourself a music fan if you must, but then live up to that name. That's my only thing. Or just call yourself a young stunner fan, or call yourself a, I don't know, Atif Aslam fan, whatever, whichever artist. So, and then limit yourself. Sorry, this turning into a lecture, but you know what I mean? Like, we must appreciate artists like her and all the musicians, with an equal like fervor and passion. And I think it's not just the responsibility of shows like Coke Studio. It's our responsibility as music listeners in our everyday life, in our everyday choices, in what we choose to play on our apps or what events we choose to attend and patronize and all of that. So ठीक है, on that note, listen, 9 years ago, इतना beautiful song आया था. I just can't wait. Now बहुत हो गया यार. What is Apti Coke? What are you doing? What is this delay? It's already like March now. I know when it's coming, but I can't tell you. Anyway, yeah, till then we will keep ourselves happy with songs like this, which just fill the heart with joy. So thank you for requesting. Thank you for reminding me of it, and send me more such requests. I think मैं कम से कम 2 कोक स्टूडियो गाने every week cover करने की कोशिश करूंगी. If one, but okay, 2. I'll try to do 2. But at least one will definitely happen. So keep sending those requests in, comment below or DM me to support the channel. It really helps when you hit those buttons, and take care of yourselves. Live long and prosper.
Kadi Aao nirasila mare de